In our Health Watch, an addiction to gaming can be as bad as an addiction to gambling, and that's according to behavioral health experts.
In the latest of our teen addiction series, 9 on Your Side's Rogelio Mares took a look at what makes video games so hard to put down.
Chances are, if you've held a controller in your hands, you have control of how much you play. But despite controlling the game, for some teens, the game can control them.
There are a lot of kids that come home and they use video games to decompress. They use them for emotional management.
Pretty typical, according to behavioral specialist Diane Ryan.
It's not inappropriate to use a video game to do that. It's when it creates other problems in other areas of your life that you know that there's issues.
But Ryan says there's a difference between a teen's interest in gaming and when their reliance on it becomes a behavioral pattern.
Depression and anxiety, and that will often manifest in a way that the parents can notice.
Ryan says that could compel a teen to use gaming as a means of coping that could eventually affect other aspects of their lives.
When your kid starts acting like you don't know that person, and they're behaving in a way that seems odd or strange or completely out of character.
What is this particular behavior, in this case gaming, doing for the person or fulfilling for the person that any other ways they can get it?
Arturo Hernandez, an addiction specialist, says this change in behavior starts to affect a teenager's brain patterns, making them much more vulnerable than a fully matured adult.
The main difference is the prefrontal cortex is not yet developed fully. And that's the part of our brain that helps us control decision making, that helps us control the planning and impulse control.
Hernandez says games with loot boxes could have a particular effect on teens if left quite literally to their own devices. Loot boxes. These are found within a game that give a random reward for in-game use. They can appear in random intervals or purchased using real-life currency.
You can't predict exactly when you're going to hit, score, or win.
And it's that yearning for a random reward that Ryan and Hernandez say could lure a teen into full-on addiction.
Kids don't always have the ability in the moment to say, you know, I'm really going to be exhausted in the morning. I'm not going to be able to take that test in math. I really better get to bed.
Many times the stop mechanism is not the kids or the teens themselves, it's the parents.
To curb or avoid addiction, both Ryan and Hernandez say boundaries have to be established and that it's up to mom or dad to tell their teen when it's game over. For KGUN 9 on Your Side, I'm Rogelio Mares.